Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, tall man gunned down in Spanish Town. A 31-year-old St. Catherine man was gunned down by unknown assailants in the vicinity of the Spanish Town shopping center in the older capital on Sunday. The Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force confirmed that the murder took place about 9:20 a.m. on Young Street. The deceased has been identified as a Bradley, or otherwise known as a Brad or Tall Man. The Spanish Town police are investigating. Man fatally stabbed in Spanish Town. The Spanish Town police in St. Catherine are investigating the murder of a man in the town center on Sunday morning. The deceased has been identified as 25-year-old Adrian Booth, also known as Munchi, of Marchpen Road, Spanish Town. According to reports, around 9:30 a.m., Booth was seen bleeding heavily and running from the vicinity of the train station on Marchpen Road. He collapsed on the road and was found lying on his left side with what appeared to be stab wounds to his neck. Booth was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The motive for the killing remains unclear. Manhunt launched after biker abandons a gun and ammunition in St. Andrew. The St. Andrew South police are searching for a motorcyclist who reportedly evaded a patrol team, leaving behind an illegal firearm and nearly 30 rounds of assorted ammunition on Saturday. About 6:41 p.m., cops from the Olympic Gardens police station were on mobile patrol near Lyrics Corner at the intersection of Penwood Road and Unity Drive when they spotted the motorcyclist. Upon seeing the police, the man reportedly dropped a bag and sped off on his motorbike. The police retrieved the bag, which allegedly contained a 9mm Browning pistol along with 2 magazines. One of the magazines was loaded with 22 rounds and the other contained 7 rounds. Cops say jealous man who burnt several houses being hidden by citizens. The man who burnt a number of houses in Bell Rock, St. Andrew, due to frustration caused by his girlfriend's infidelity is still on the run from the police almost 1 month later. Commanding officer for the St. Andrew South Police, Superintendent Damon Manderson, told the news that despite numerous operations aimed at nabbing the culprit, who is now wanted in 2 police divisions, cops have found it difficult to locate him. Manderson believes he is being protected by relatives and friends. The arsonist is wanted in the St. Andrew South and the St. Andrew North police divisions. We have done several operations in and outside of the division and other activities. We have not been able to locate him. Primarily, it is because there are people in our society who seem to get a kick from colluding with and shielding criminal elements. It is quite evident that this is a young man who has done atrocious acts in burning down an entire section of a community, sending threats to citizens and family members, and a host of other crimes, Manderson said. The police superintendent said the man is wanted for various offenses and he is known within the communities that we have laid out in time past. Yet still, the level of cooperation and the support to have people dialing our confidential lines 911 and 311 or reaching out to someone like a pastor, a lawyer, or a justice of the peace to have him brought in has not gone as we would have anticipated. In spite of the challenges, Manderson told the news that the police are confident they will have him in custody in due time. We are confident that in due time we will have him in custody, he said. The man in question got upset and set the house belonging to his girlfriend's relatives on fire. The fire quickly spread to other dwellings nearby, eventually destroying them and displacing more than 30 people, including more than 10 children. Bell Rock is located in the constituency of St. Andrew West Central, which is represented by Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who in a visit to the area in the aftermath of the fire said that the full extent of the law must be brought against the culprit. A few days after the news of his actions began to circulate on all media platforms, the culprit phoned the news and expressed his intention to give himself up to the police, but at the time said he was not ready to do so because he feared he would go mad in jail. He said he was beyond frustrated because he worked very hard to support his girlfriend and claimed she was not only cheating on him but was giving his hard-earned money to another man. "May I try to take things off of my mind before I bring myself in, because I can't go to jail with these things on my mind. I will go mad. When you're with somebody for long, it is hard to just walk away. Every day I warn the girl, and I catch her doing what she is not supposed to do. I told her to stop doing what she was doing because she's going to make the devil come out of me. I warned her, and every time she said she was not doing nothing. A long time she had do this, It kinda hurt, because I go out there to look my own to come and give her. If she even have sex alone with other man, it wouldn't burn me so. I know it's my money she take and give to boy. That lick up my head and my head get dark like me no have no sense. Them thing they hurtful. Jah no star. Just because me get ignorant. When things hurt me a certain way, I just get dark to a point where I don't want to hear anything. And I just do what I have to do. I have been warning this girl. I give her a lot of chances and let her know that nobody is perfect," he said. Holness urges the JLP to counter-skew the narratives through alternative media. While asserting a commitment to freedom of the press, Prime Minister Andrew Holness yesterday stressed that the Jamaica Labour Party and its supporters must engage in a strategy of promoting information favorable to the party in combating what he considers the skewed bias and the untrue narratives being put out to the public by sections of the media. Addressing a Jamaica Labour Party St. Catherine South East Constituency Conference at the Portmore Hart Academy on Sunday night, Holness stressed that an important element of Jamaica's democracy, for which it is respected internationally, is that the country has a very free press. Jamaica is a free country, and we believe in freedom of the press, and we must do everything in our power to protect the freedom of the press, Holness said. However, he recalled an interaction he had with a journalist several years ago when he raised the concerns about a media report he did not like and which he felt was unfair to him, biased, and did not capture the truth. According to Holness, the journalist told him, "I am not your PR firm. What it says is that in a free press, if somebody says something that you don't like, develop the capacity to say what you like and what you want to hear and get it popularized and fed to the people," the Prime Minister said. In the landscape of a free press, some of us may feel uncomfortable when the dominant media houses portray our positions in ways that we don't like. But let me be clear with you, we have seen the media landscape in Jamaica change dramatically and radically. The JLP leader encouraged the party to engage with alternative media sources to ensure that their message reaches the people. What the Jamaica Labour Party must do as we enter into the battle for your minds is to ensure that we put the information out there, not just in the traditional media, but in all forms of media, to ensure that the people of Jamaica have the balanced and accurate view of what is happening in their country. Holness further praised the JLP's communication efforts, but emphasized the need for greater visibility. The party's media policy is always to be upfront and truthful with its information. Nastiness sells, but the truth doesn't sell like nastiness, he noted. Earlier during the event, Firebrand parliamentarian Everald Wormington sharply criticized the RJR Communications Group for a second weekend in a row, accusing the media entity of trying to undermine the Holness administration. His outburst prompted fellow MP Darrell Vaz to intervene, cautioning supporters against hostility towards the media. Newman demands answers from Clark on delayed fare increase. Some of the island's public passenger vehicle operators are pressing outgoing Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark to address two critical issues, including the delayed 16% fare increase before he leaves office to join the International Monetary Fund. The other issue is the revolving loan fund for transport operators through the Development Bank of Jamaica. In addressing a virtual meeting of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, the group's president, Egerton Newman, emphasized the urgency of the matter relative to an update on the delayed fare increase. We need to hear from the Minister of Finance, not the Minister of Transport, on what is the position with the 16% fare increase, Newman declared. We were told that if inflation stayed below 7%, we would get the fare increase sometime in November or after. The Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark, is leaving in a few days. Where is that 16%? Newman asked. He expressed a concern that if a new minister takes over before the matter is addressed, the fare increase might not be prioritized. And I can tell you, if a new minister takes up the position, which we must have a new Minister of Finance, he or she will not see the light of day with that fare increase, and we will not sit down on our laurels and allow that to pass, Newman insisted. The TOD's boss's call to action came after Clark requested PPV operators to postpone the fare increase in March due to its potential impact on inflation. The 16% fare increase was initially scheduled to be effective from April 1. With the minister's pending departure from the Finance and the Public Service Ministry by the end of October, Newman is seeking the assurance from Clark himself. It would be good if the minister says something to us before he exits office. I am looking for a word from the man who came and spoke to us and put us in trouble, Newman stated. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.